Hey guys, it's the Plum Dot here and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today's video is actually a challenge create a sim. Now there are so many amazing challenges that fly around the Sims community, but I tend to stick more towards the building challenge because the Sims challenges tend to lend themselves more towards Sims 4. But this popped up on my Twitter feed a couple weeks ago and I had the perfect day in which I wanted to share it with you guys. So I am here doing the birthday create a sim challenge created by the lovely DazzlingSimmer. And the premise is that if you were born before 2000, you needed to create a male, and then you had a color associated with your birth month, and then there was a theme associated with your birthday. So my color was yellow for the month of October, and my theme was sexy for the 21st. Yes, that is right. Today is my birthday, so I better see loads of love, appreciation, hugs, kisses, red velvet cake, and beer down below in the comments. Those are just a few of my favorite things, but I'm totally kidding with you guys. So this is Oakley Hawthorne, and he is a mishmash of the things that I find incredibly sexy. Now, Oakley Hawthorne may not be the sexiest name in the world, so I may already be failing this challenge, but I'm totally into the autumn theme at the moment. I was looking up autumn baby names, and Oakley and Hawthorne kind of went together, and that's how I got his name. But for the color yellow, that could have been his hair, his eyebrows, his eyes, his skin color, or his clothes, but I stuck to yellow clothes. And I love that the color for October was yellow because, as you know, because I talk about it a lot, yellow is my favorite color. Now the theme I had a little bit more trouble with because what is sexy? Sexy is different to everybody and it's a very subjective thing, so I decided to put all the things together that I find attractive in a person, in a sim. So here we are working on Oakley's nose. And as most of you will know, I like big, bulbous, distinctive noses on my Sims. I hate the word bulbous, but it is true. The bigger the tip, the better. This is just getting worse. Maybe I'll start talking about his lips. Now, I like really sort of full lips, and that's what I wanted to attribute to Oakley. Big, luscious, kissable, soft lips is what I was going for Oakley, and I think I achieved it. Those lips look pretty kissable and irresistible. I don't know if you're allowed to say that about pixels, but I just said it, so there's that. And I'm just going through and messing with his sliders, and we've moved on to his topical elements. I love freckles and moles, and I just think they're very character making and distinctive, and I wanted to make sure that Oakley had them. Now I've moved over to the makeup section, and I was playing with nose masks a little bit, but I just didn't want to cover up his big, bulbous, cute as a button nose, so I took off his nose mask and sort of went with face shadow and ear blush, and that is it. So I knew that I wanted him to have facial hair, but I thought that I would go and try to decide what hair he should have, but this took me forever. I was back and forth between the hair and the facial hair because, as we all know, I've got a problem with decisions and I just couldn't decide what looked best. I always say that hair and eyebrows make a sim. So Oakley's got these big bushy eyebrows, which I love, and I'm just trying to decide on his hair. Now I don't go with this one, but what this hair taught me is that I really wanted to have gray sort of tips in the hair because silver foxes are really sexy. So that's kind of what I was going for with Oakley. Now at the moment he's kind of looking like an elf from Lord of the Rings, and the facial hair didn't help, so both of those had to go. That wasn't Oakley's look and it just wasn't working for him, so I popped back into the hair and I try to find something that suits him better. And I'm just going through my collection that I've got, which isn't very big, and most of it comes from Plum Blob knobs, but I finally decide on sort of this swept back hair that you're seeing now, but I had to make sure that it was right and try something else out before going back to it. So I'm darkening up his eyes a little bit. I love blue eyes, don't get me wrong, but there's something sexy and mysterious about dark brown eyes. So that's what I wanted to go for with him, and I'm just playing with the color ramps for his hair, trying to get that right balance between the salt and pepper look. It's kind of a brown and gray sort of look, but I just think it works. Now, as I was creating Oakley, my husband came by and was like, he kind of looks like Adam Levine from Maroon 5. Now, I couldn't see it at first, but as that sunk into my head, that is the only thing that I could see, which, hey, that's not a bad thing. Adam Levine is incredibly sexy. But once that was in my head, I couldn't get it out, so I kind of based his outfits on how I imagined that Adam Levine would dress on his downtime, which is sort of laid back, sort of your baseball t-shirt, your jeans, and your Converse, which I think is a very cool outfit, and it just works for Oakley. Now, I made his personality quite sexy to me as well, because who doesn't love a virtuoso bookworm who can cook and has a really good sense of humor? I know I do. Now, something that I noticed while I was having my photo shoot with Oakley is that he looked kind of short and stumpy in pictures. So off camera, I actually made him a little bit taller, made his neck a little bit taller, and made his head a little bit bigger. So you'll see maybe a slight difference in the pictures and in the little spinny bits that I do to showcase all of his outfits. And another thing that I forgot was body hair. And I don't know how I could forget body hair, but I did. So in the little spinny bits, Oakley will have arm, leg, and chest hair, and that basically completes this sexy pixel. So I think I'm going to love you and leave you guys with some music, but I do want to say, make sure you guys check back tomorrow, because I'm continuing my birthday celebrations with a collaboration with the lovely Smoothie Place. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think, and if you guys aren't already subscribed and you like what you see, why don't you go ahead and hit that button. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys. Bye!